Losing a job is always a significant challenge, but when it happens later in life, it can feel like the ground beneath you has shifted irrevocably. For many, a job is more than just a paycheck. It's a source of purpose, structure, and identity. When that disappears, it can leave you feeling disoriented, unsure of how to move forward. If you're over 60, this loss might carry additional fears. Am I too old to start over? Will anyone want to hire me at this stage of life? How will I manage financially and emotionally? These questions can feel overwhelming, but it's important to remember that losing a job doesn't mean losing your value, your talents, or your ability to create a fulfilling future. It's a new chapter, not the end of the story. One of the first things to recognize is that the emotional toll of losing a job can be just as significant as the practical one. It's natural to feel grief, anger, or even shame. You may feel betrayed if you've worked for years with loyalty and dedication, only to be let go due to restructuring, downsizing, or economic factors beyond your control. These emotions can be particularly intense for older individuals who may already be grappling with societal pressures or stereotypes about aging. It's okay to feel these emotions. Acknowledging them is the first step toward processing them. But it's equally important not to let them define you. Losing a job isn't a reflection of your worth or your abilities, even if it feels personal in the moment. As you navigate these emotions, try to shift your perspective from what's been lost to what's possible. This is easier said than done, especially when the world feels unsteady, but it's a crucial step in regaining a sense of control. Ask yourself, what opportunities does this change present? What have I always wanted to do but never had the time or courage to pursue? Sometimes, the loss of a job can be an unexpected invitation to reassess your priorities and chart a new course. It can also be a chance to rediscover parts of yourself that may have been sidelined by decades of professional obligations. Financial concerns are often a primary source of anxiety after job loss, particularly if retirement savings feel inadequate or distant. Start by taking a clear, unflinching look at your financial situation. Assess your savings, expenses, and any potential sources of income, such as pensions, Social Security, or part-time work opportunities. This might be a good time to consult a financial advisor who can help you create a plan tailored to your needs. Knowing where you stand financially can provide a sense of clarity and a foundation for making informed decisions. While it's natural to feel stressed about money, try not to let fear dictate your choices. With careful planning and a willingness to adapt, you may find that your financial reality is more manageable than you initially believed. In addition to addressing your finances, consider the practical steps you can take to re-enter the workforce or explore new avenues of engagement. The job market may have changed significantly since you last looked for work, and this can be intimidating. However, it's also full of possibilities, especially for those willing to adapt and learn. Update your resume and highlight the skills, experiences, and qualities that set you apart. Consider taking advantage of free or low-cost online courses to refresh your knowledge or learn something entirely new. This isn't just about impressing potential employers. It's about proving to yourself that you're still capable of growth and reinvention. For some, returning to full-time work might not be feasible or desirable. If that's the case, think about other ways to remain active and engaged. Part-time work, consulting, or freelance opportunities can provide both income and a sense of purpose without the demands of a traditional 9-to-5 job. Volunteering is another way to contribute meaningfully to your community while staying socially and mentally active. Whether it's mentoring younger professionals, sharing your expertise with nonprofit organizations, or pursuing creative endeavors, there are countless ways to find fulfillment outside the confines of traditional employment. Above all, it's essential to recognize that you are not alone in this journey. Many people face job loss later in life, and there is strength in connecting with others who understand your experiences. Reach out to friends, family, or support groups to share your thoughts and feelings. This can provide not only emotional relief, but also practical advice and encouragement. Sometimes, simply talking to someone who has been through a similar situation can help you see your own challenges in a new light. Human connection is a powerful antidote to the isolation and self-doubt that often accompany job loss. As you begin this process of reflection, planning, and reinvention, remind yourself that age is not a limitation, it's a strength. The skills, wisdom, and resilience you've built over decades of life and work are invaluable assets, even if they don't always fit neatly into a resume. Embrace the idea that your experience has prepared you for this moment, equipping you to navigate uncertainty with grace and determination. Losing a job may feel like an ending, but it's also an opportunity to redefine what fulfillment, success, and purpose mean to you. Let this be a time of growth and possibility, a new chapter waiting to be written. While losing a job later in life can feel like a deeply personal blow, it's important to take a step back and recognize that this experience is part of a larger story. Economic shifts, technological advancements, and organizational changes have all contributed to an employment landscape that often prioritizes cost-saving measures over loyalty and experience. Knowing this can help you separate your sense of self-worth from the loss of a position. You are not the job you held or the title you carried. You are the skills, knowledge, and dedication you brought to that role. These qualities remain with you, ready to be channeled into new opportunities. With this perspective in mind, the next step is to rebuild your confidence and chart a path forward. This process starts by taking stock of your unique strengths. Think about your career and life as a whole. What are you most proud of? What challenges have you overcome? What feedback have you consistently received about your work or character? Writing down these reflections can be an empowering exercise, reminding you of your resilience and capability. This list isn't just for your benefit. It can also serve as a foundation for crafting a compelling personal narrative when you're ready to re-enter the job market or explore new pursuits. Once you've reconnected with your strengths, consider how they align with your current priorities and values. For many people over 60, this stage of life is less about climbing the corporate ladder and more about finding work that feels meaningful and rewarding. That might mean seeking roles that allow you to mentor others, give back to your community, or focus on personal interests you've long set aside. For others, the goal might be to achieve a balance between earning income and enjoying newfound freedom. Whatever your aspirations, let them guide your decisions rather than external pressures or expectations. Adapting to the modern job market can feel daunting, especially if it's been years since you last looked for work. The tools and strategies for job hunting have changed significantly, and while this may require a learning curve, it also opens up new opportunities. Online platforms like LinkedIn can help you network with former colleagues, discover job openings, and showcase your expertise. Crafting a professional profile that highlights your accomplishments, adaptability, and willingness to embrace new challenges can make a strong impression on potential employers. Don't underestimate the value of networking. Many opportunities come through personal connections, and your decades of experience mean you likely have a wide web of contacts to draw from. It's also worth considering whether you'd like to use this time to learn new skills or explore an entirely different field. The idea of starting over can be intimidating, but it can also be exhilarating. Maybe you've always been interested in technology, teaching, or entrepreneurship, but felt tied to a different career path. Now is the time to explore those interests. Community colleges, online learning platforms, and local organizations often offer affordable courses tailored to adults who want to reskill or expand their knowledge. Even a short course can boost your confidence, expand your horizons, and make you more marketable in the workforce. For those who feel unsure about diving back into traditional employment, there are alternative paths to consider. Starting your own business, for instance, can be an empowering way to leverage your expertise and pursue your passions. Whether it's consulting in your former industry, turning a hobby into a small business, or offering freelance services, entrepreneurship allows you to set your own terms and work at a pace that suits your lifestyle. While it's not without risks, the rewards can be profound, offering both financial stability and personal fulfillment. Volunteering is another avenue to explore, especially if your primary goal is to stay active and engaged rather than earn a significant income. Contributing your time and skills to causes you care about can bring a renewed sense of purpose and connection. Whether it's tutoring students, assisting with nonprofit initiatives, or offering professional advice through mentoring programs, volunteering allows you to make a meaningful impact while maintaining a sense of structure in your daily life. As you navigate this transition, it's essential to care for your mental and physical well-being. Job loss can be stressful, and the uncertainty of the future may take a toll on your confidence and energy. Establishing routines that prioritize your health can help you build resilience. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep are fundamental, but don't overlook the importance of emotional care. Practices like meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature can help you manage stress and stay grounded. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage and uplift you. If you find yourself struggling, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapy or counseling can provide valuable tools for coping and rebuilding. Social connection is particularly important during this time. It's easy to feel isolated after losing a job, but reaching out to others can provide both comfort and practical support. Talk to friends and family about how you're feeling, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Joining a support group for older job seekers can also be incredibly beneficial. These groups offer a sense of community and a reminder that you're not facing these challenges alone. You might even gain new ideas or opportunities by connecting with people who are on a similar journey. Above all, be patient with yourself. Reinvention takes time, and it's normal to feel a mix of emotions as you adjust to this new phase of life. Some days will feel hopeful and productive, while others might bring frustration or self-doubt. Allow yourself to experience these feelings without judgment and keep moving forward one step at a time. By focusing on what you can control, your attitude, your actions, and your willingness to embrace change, you'll find a path that suits you, even if it looks different than what you originally envisioned. This isn't just about finding a new job or source of income. It's about rediscovering your purpose and proving, most importantly to yourself, that you are still capable of growth and contribution. As you move through this process of rebuilding and redefining your life after job loss, it's important to remember that this transition is not just about adapting to external changes. It's also an opportunity to deepen your understanding of yourself and your goals. In the rush to solve practical problems, it can be easy to overlook the emotional and philosophical questions that often accompany significant life changes. What truly matters to you? What brings you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose? These are not just abstract questions. They're the foundation of the next chapter of your life. One of the gifts of being older is perspective. By the time you're in your 60s or beyond, you've lived through ups and downs, weathered storms, and emerged stronger. This experience has likely taught you that challenges, while painful, can also lead to unexpected growth. Losing a job is no exception. While the immediate aftermath may feel like a setback, it can also be a catalyst for exploring parts of yourself that have been dormant. Perhaps there's a hobby you've always wanted to turn into a vocation, or a cause you're passionate about, but never had the time to fully pursue. Use this moment to dream, even if those dreams feel unconventional. If financial constraints or practical concerns make pursuing your dreams seem out of reach, don't discount the power of incremental change. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight to find fulfillment. Sometimes, small steps, a single course, a part-time role, or a volunteer opportunity can open doors you didn't even know existed. Pay attention to what excites or energizes you and follow those feelings, even if they lead you in unexpected directions. Life after 60 is not about ticking off a list of accomplishments. It's about creating a life that feels authentic and satisfying, however that looks for you. As you explore new opportunities, you may find that the attitudes of others, whether they're potential employers, colleagues, or even friends, are sometimes shaped by stereotypes about aging. This can be frustrating, but it's important not to internalize these perceptions. Instead, focus on challenging them through your actions. By demonstrating your adaptability, reliability, and wealth of experience, you can shift the narrative and show that older workers are not only capable but often indispensable. Confidence in your abilities, paired with a willingness to learn and grow, can be a powerful antidote to ageism. At the same time, don't hesitate to advocate for yourself. Whether you're applying for jobs, seeking freelance opportunities, or pitching ideas for a new venture, make sure to emphasize the unique strengths you bring to the table. Your years of experience, problem-solving skills, and ability to work well with others are assets that many employers value, even if they don't always say so outright. Practice articulating your skills and accomplishments in a way that feels natural and compelling. This isn't about boasting. It's about reminding yourself and others of your worth. The process of reinvention also involves staying open to the idea that success might look different than it did in your earlier years. For some, this means scaling back and finding satisfaction in simpler, slower-paced endeavors. For others, it might involve diving headfirst into a new challenge or career path. There's no right or wrong way to navigate this stage of life. It's about finding what works for you. Give yourself permission to experiment, make mistakes, and change direction if needed. Life after 60 is still a work in progress, and every step you take contributes to the rich tapestry of your story. Perhaps most importantly, don't underestimate the power of community during this time. Isolation can make the challenges of job loss feel insurmountable, while connection can provide the encouragement and support you need to keep going. Seek out people who inspire you, whether they're peers, mentors, or members of your local community. Consider joining groups or organizations that align with your interests, whether it's a professional association, a book club, or a fitness class. Not only can these connections provide practical benefits, such as networking opportunities, but they can also remind you that you're not alone in this journey. Shared experiences can be a source of comfort and a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. If you're fortunate enough to have a strong support system, lean on it without guilt or hesitation. Loved ones often want to help, but they may not know how to unless you communicate your needs. Whether it's a listening ear, advice, or assistance with practical matters, don't be afraid to ask for support. At the same time, be mindful of maintaining mutual relationships. Express gratitude, offer support in return, and focus on the shared bonds that make life rich and meaningful. As you reflect on this period of transition, remember that life is not a straight line. There are detours, pauses, and unexpected turns, but each one offers an opportunity to learn and grow. Losing a job is undeniably a difficult experience, but it doesn't define you. What defines you is how you respond, the choices you make, and the life you build in its wake. Age may bring certain challenges, but it also brings perspective, wisdom, and the ability to see possibilities that younger versions of yourself might have overlooked. In the end, what matters most is not the job you lost, but the life you create. By focusing on what brings you purpose and joy, embracing change with courage, and staying connected to the people and passions that enrich your days, you can turn this chapter of your life into one of growth, fulfillment, and renewal. The path ahead may be uncertain, but it is also full of potential. Proof that no matter your age, the story of your life is still being written. As we come to the end of this discussion, I hope you feel a little more inspired and empowered to tackle the challenges of losing a job later in life. It's not an easy journey, but it's one that can open doors to new opportunities, perspectives, and perhaps even adventures you hadn't considered before. Remember, Life is full of twists and turns, and each chapter, no matter how unexpected, has the potential to bring something meaningful. Losing a job isn't the end of the road. It's just a new path waiting for you to explore. Now, let's get a bit real for a moment. Life can feel like a juggling act, right? We're out here trying to keep everything in the air, finances, emotions, health, relationships, while figuring out what's next. But here's the thing, you don't have to do it all at once. Take it day by day, step by step. Even small victories, like learning a new skill, sending out a resume, or reconnecting with an old friend, are worth celebrating. Progress is progress, no matter how big or small. And hey, if today feels like one of those 2 steps back kind of days, give yourself some grace. Not every moment has to be productive or groundbreaking. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is take a breather, enjoy a cup of coffee, or lose yourself in a good book. It's all part of the process. Just keep showing up for yourself. That's what matters most. Oh, and one more thing. If you're feeling stuck, remember that you're never alone in this. Whether it's friends, family, or a community of people who've been through similar situations, there's always someone out there who gets it. And honestly, connecting with others can be one of the most healing things you can do. Don't be afraid to reach out. It can make all the difference. Now, before I let you go, let me just say this. I genuinely hope you have an amazing day. Go do something that makes you smile, even if it's something small. Treat yourself kindly, and don't forget that every step forward, no matter how small, counts. You've got this. And hey, if you found this helpful or even just enjoyed spending a little time here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Keeping up with the latest uploads is the best way to stay connected and get more content like this. Plus, it helps this channel grow and reach even more people who might need a little encouragement. So, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with anyone who might need a boost. Thanks for being here, and until next time, take care.